left front, center, right front, side, side wide, rear channels, left and right over there. We've got rear Atmos up top, another one right there. More sides, more wides over here. We got our upper Atmos up here, up front. They're about 9 feet in the air. Don't let the camera fool you. This room is bigger than it looks. And of course, two B2 Audio 33-inch subwoofers delivering that deep bass the way we like it. When I first installed this system, I ran Dirac Live, I calibrated it, it sounded amazing, just like I figured it would, but I've done a lot of changes. 33-inch subwoofers, I switched out my towers for some RF7s, put those towers in the back for surrounds, the old ones. I got some second skin polysorb on the walls. The area that I'm in is a big wide open floor plan, so the whole kitchen, everything is behind me, so I gotta do what I gotta do. I could definitely use more sound panels, but I gotta be strategic because this is my living room. No, I could definitely use more sound panels in this house. I'm going to. Don't let the TV fool you. These things are 36 by 21. So they're big. If you measure those panels diagonally, they're 41.5 inches. So 4 41-inch TVs next to my 98-inch TV. So they're gonna help a little bit, but definitely could use more. I got some ideas. Big open floor plan room like this probably isn't ideal for home theater. Obviously, if I had a big rectangle and I could just go to town, then it would be that. But that's not what we're working with here. So a little bit of Dirac Live, some digital room correction, and it should sound a lot better. It always has. Every time I run it, it does. It's a pretty great program. Let me show you what I got real quick. Push by audio control. We got the Maestro X-9. We got the Pantages G4. We got the Savoy G4, the Avalon G4, and 2 RS1000s. 16 channels, not a single RCA in this entire system. Every single speaker runs down through the floor and pops out of this stainless steel wall plate and goes to the amp that it's supposed to go to. So this is a lot of stuff, and it's not just all crammed into the back. Everything is thought out, but it has to be brought under control. That is where Dirac Live is going to come into play. Of course, the Maestro X-9 has Dirac Live in it. So I'm not sure how to go about doing this if you don't have the license and all that stuff, or your receiver is not capable, but mine is, so that's what we're gonna do. We got a little lone HDMI cord going from the TV over to the laptop, so everything that I do, you guys will be able to see it up here as I'm doing it. Got my microphone stand. It'll all make sense here in a minute what we're about to do, but basically this mic is gonna be moved to about, I don't know, more than 20 places on this couch, because we're going all in, and we're gonna see what the room sounds like, and then we're gonna see what Dirac Live does to it. This is a long process when you're testing every single speaker in here. So maybe during editing, I might chop out some stuff that doesn't matter. I don't know. Or I might just let it run all the way through and you guys can listen to it with me. But either way, this has to get done. So here we go. Should all be close to the same level now. The arrangement. All right. So I've got about 17 spots I gotta move this mic around to. Starting with the main listening position. This is basically where the mic is, right in the middle. Then we're gonna do each and every one of these dots until we're finished. It's actually gonna take a little while, so we might have to jump into some time lapse, but we'll do a couple of them first before we do that to give you the idea of what's actually happening in here. So as you can see, next up on the list would be above the next person's head, and then slightly below, and then slightly to the left, slightly to the right. And of course, as soon as I hit start, you're going to hear that noise all over again for every single speaker. So in order for this not to be a boring video, I'm just going to fast forward to where we have most of this stuff done. Maybe we'll do the last one, but maybe I'll just go live on YouTube right now and just go live. That way it could just run and you guys could just be here with me. So let's do that. So hopefully you caught my live feed. Now we're going to fast forward to the end of this. So this is the part of the video that I definitely was not looking forward to doing. I made a mistake during the first part of this testing. I painstakingly moved that mic to 17 different spots around the couch. And when I was all done, I realized that the microphone on the laptop was the one that was being used, not the microphone on the stand that I was moving all over the place. So I basically ruined everything that I was doing and I had to start all over again. So if you look, the wave is huge right here. And it's not really changing much because the mic isn't moving. I just had to cop to my mistake and hey, you know what? This is what happens, I guess. It's actually supposed to look something more like this right here. And once I figured it out, we're all good. So, hey, mistakes happen. I'm not perfect. And every mistake you make in car audio or home audio, I feel makes you 10% better for the next time because I'm definitely not going to do this again. And the very last position is going to be right there, which is basically right there. Okay, I finally finished everything, and now I'm getting ready to proceed to filter design. See what happens. And once this thing gets done analyzing, it spits out what it was, and kind of looking at a bunch of jagged lines all over the place, and now this is what it is. Woo! Dirac Live for the win. Let's look at some of these other channels here. What it was and what it now is. That's pretty dramatic. What it was and what it now is. So It's really making a difference. There's both of them on top of each other. You can see. We got some more channels over here. What they were, what they are, what they both are together before and after. And of course we got the subwoofers. I had a huge peak right here. That's probably the subwoofer over in the corner. And yeah, it's all been tamed. Everything's tamed down and looking good and looking clean. Now that we got that all dialed in, all we got to do is name the file. We'll go with SMD 2024. Got a couple of empty slots on the X9. It's receiving and it's saving. Once this is all done, I think that we're ready to go. Finally, it's all done. Now all it's left to do is take a listen. Now there's no way you guys are going to be able to tell what this actually sounds like in person to me over your phone. But I might as well play something just so you can see that it's all working and hopefully all working great. Wow, I can already hear it. Holy crap.
There's nothing wrong with the engine. Roger.
And no issues with the fuel line.
Understood.
So real quick, one thing I love the most about this audio control system is it's not always about the sound it's making when it's on the screen. It's when there's quiet things happening, when nothing's happening. It's like silent in here. There's no hissing, there's no floor noise. It's just beautiful. And it's always been like that, but it's even better when it's set up right.
Ensign Shikishima, right?
As you can see, you got a little bit of a glare on the screen. It's one of the downsides to having huge windows in a big open room like
To
this.
survive this mission, you'll pull beyond that, even if it means bending your airframe. You'll be pulling so hard you'll weigh close to 2,000 pounds. Assuming you avoid crashing into this mountain, you'll climb straight up into enemy radar while losing all of your airspeed.
Talk to me, Bob.
We are 12 seconds later.
Huh?
Wait, who's that?
Blue team, you've been spotted.
Shit.
Target's in sight.
Where's my laser, Bob? Can I? It's no good. Sorry, I can't get locked. Right?
Coyote, come. Coyote, come in. Snap out of it, Coyote. Come on, Coyote, come on. Coyote, you okay? You okay?
I'm good.
Got low, came up high.
Good.
Nice.
Good. That's enough for today.
That was close.
I could do this all day long, but I just want to show you guys Dirac Live, how it works, what it does, and so far, it sounds tremendously better in here. It already sounded great. Now it sounds better. So I'm going to go through my collection, find some more cool stuff to watch, and with that, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. I just want to come back in here during the editing phase and leave one more note. We watched a couple movies last night, some stuff that we've already seen before. A Quiet Place 2 was one of them, and I think A Quiet Place 2 has some really, really good sound effects in it, and oh my God, I've never heard a system that sounds as good as that. And I'm not saying there isn't one, I'm just saying I've never been around one that sounds as good as that. It blew my mind the way everything is, where it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, and all the little stuff happening, the crickets and the birds and the things that are supposed to be flying in the air, or just the atmosphere. And like I said, the quietness when nothing is happening and then something happens, it's like, wow, it's so dramatic. And just got to give out a little bit of love to Audiocontrol Home Audio and Dirac Live, because man, that is the